What is up, people? My name is Shoquafina, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we've been seeing on the channel, because everything I have on the channel so far is just draft format related stuff, you know, battles and team builders for the leagues that I'm in. What we're going to do today is actually take this team that I built through the OU, I guess, ladder. I don't know about ladder right now because it's due to be reset any day now, but we're going to take this team. We're about just over 1,300. We're going to see how well we can do with it. You know, just play a few games, see how we're doing. And this will be a live commentary as well as opposed to my post-com that I usually do. So this will be new for me. It's going to be new for the channel. I think it'd just be something fun to do every now and again when I have time. Maybe once or twice a week, something like that. But let's just get into this team so I can explain how it's been doing and what's going on with it. I've actually used this in maybe 5 battles. It seems to be doing pretty well. I've made a couple of changes, and there's still a couple of changes that need to be made. But let me explain everything that's going on here. We have our dot steam powered, our Volcanion, choice scarf, water absorb, obviously, max speed timid, max special attack, steam eruption, fire blast, earth power, and sludge bomb. Kind of standard coverage stuff there, just so I can hit anything I want to hit. The timid is here because I saw a couple of scarf Volcanions that were actually modest, and timid makes sure I outspeed them and just destroy their lives with earth power. This thing's been able to clean up very well for me. It does extremely well in the OU tier. Steam eruption is just a monstrosity of a move. It's a hydro pump plus scald, and it's too good. It's really just too good. I really love Volcanion, and choice scarf is fantastic. I'm just so in love with this Pokemon right now. But up next we have our Ferrothorn here. Since our Volcanion 4 times resists fire, I figured I might as well go with Ferrothorn as our physical wall, because I have an easy switch here, obviously. Leech Seed, Protect, Jar Ball, and Stealth Rock. We're running the Iron Barb's Rocky Helmet set. Thorn in your side is a thorn in all of my opponent's sides, if used correctly. And we're going to Relax Nature, obviously, to optimize our Jar Ball here. Max Defense, Max HP, the rest in attack. So, you know, really standard Rocky Helmet, Iron Barb, Ferrothorn thing going on. But up next is kind of an interesting thing that I like to use. This is my dedicated lead in almost every match. This is my Expert Belt Mew. So Fetus here is rocking the Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Earth Power. Basically, if my opponent has something that's quad weak to a move or a type, this has it on here. So, you know, you have your Ferrothorns and your Scizors and Mega Scizors, quad weak to Flamethrower. I send this in, hit it with a Flamethrower, it dies. More commonly, you know, you have your Landorus, your Garchomp, and Gliscor. 4 times weak to Ice Beam. I send this in, Ice Beam, it dies. Earth Power is there for Heatran. Thunderbolt's there for just general coverage for things like, you know, like Bird Spam and Water types, that kind of stuff. Just so, you know, I don't get completely walled by Water types. But Rotom Wash is kind of a problem for this because it resists 2 of the moves, is immune to the third, or immune to 1, and Thunderbolt doesn't really do too much to it. So I haven't really figured out anything for Rotom Wash yet. I usually just switch right into my Ferrothorn to deal with it. But yeah, this thing serves as a great lead because a lot of the Pokemon that are 4 times weak to moves, like Heatran, like Ferrothorn, like Landorus, those are usually dedicated leads on other people's teams, and this just flat out counters them. It outspeeds them, and it ruins their lives with things like Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Flamethrower. So I love this Pokemon. It is max speed timid, just so I can make sure I outspeed max speed Landorus if it's not Scarfed, and we also have max special attack here. So I'd say probably 8 times out of 10 I get the KO first turn if they send out the Pokemon that's quad weak to this, because they really don't expect it. If you lead Mew, people usually expect, okay, this is defensive Stealth Rock kind of thing, you know. But so they really don't expect the Expert Belt to come right away, and it really just helps me out there, get rid of a big threat right off the bat. Potentially one of their defensive walls too, so that way I can just run through the rest of the team with my other threats. And our special wall is our Zapdos here, Los Zapatos. We have the pressure because you can't run Defog with static, although I wish you could. Leftovers here, Volt Switch, Toxic Roost, and Defog. Max special defense, Calm Nature, and we're going max HP, the rest in defense. Obviously we get pretty well walled by Mega Venusaur, and Steel types, maybe some ground types even. But that's okay because you have other things to deal with that. This is more of like a utility Pokemon. obviously with the Volt Switch, Defog. Toxic Roost stalls some things that I need to stall. I'm not really set on this set, just because I do get walled by a few things. I don't know how much I like this. I was thinking about going with Latias instead, but we're sticking with this for now, and we might make some changes in the future. But I'd say this is probably the one thing I'm looking to change as quickly as possible, if anything. But as you can see, we don't have too many physical threats. We have Ferrothorn, but that's defensive, so I needed something fast, and I needed something that hits hard on the physical side. And of course, that is Mega Lopunny. Nothing does it better. Fake out, high jump kick, return facade. We're going max speed Jolly so I can break that 400 mark there, and we're going max attack. The reason why I'm not running a coverage move like Ice Punch is because I already have Ice Beam on Fetus. I have great coverage on Volcanion. I didn't feel like I needed it, so Facade is here in case I go up against like a Sableye and he wants to Will-O-Wisp me before Mega Evolving. I have Facade for that, or if I go up against a Thundurus and with Prankster, he can T-Wave me, and this Facade will hit extra hard because of that too. That's actually come in handy a couple of times for me, so I was thinking about changing that. I was just running this to figure out what I wanted to do, but Facade actually came in handy for me more times than it hindered me, so I decided to keep Facade around. So let's make a Lopunny there. We all know what it does. It's fantastic at what it does. And up next is our setup sweeper, our D-Dancing Dragon Tails, our Dragonite. I'm running Weakness Policy and Dragon Dance. I might change that for Leftovers in Dragon Dance because we're going bulky. Bulky Multiscale, Max Attack Adamant, the rest in Speed. So I'm thinking about running Leftovers. Or about dropping Dragon Dance for something else, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. I might run Leftovers though, just so I can get back to multi-scale if I need to, you know. But Weakness Policy has kicked in a couple of times for us. I'm gonna leave it as Weakness Policy now, and if I want to change it later, I can. This is what I'm talking about, where I'm kind of unsure about a few things on a couple of Mons, like Zapdos, Dragon Tails here, just because I have only used this team a couple of times. But it seems to be doing pretty well in the tier, from where I'm at least. So let's go ahead and give it a shot right now. Let's go a couple of battles, see how we do. Might take a second to connect here. I don't know if my connection's all that great right now. Oh, there we go. We're going up against Carl 8, and you see here he has 2 Pokemon, 4 times weak to Ice, and he has 1 Pokemon, 4 times weak to Ground, which is the Magnezone. So of course I'm going to lead Fetus every time. Start the timer, dude. I don't have all day. I mean, these... both Gliscor and actually we just Jirachi, so that's interesting. But yeah, both Gliscor and Landorus are usually dedicated leads on people's teams. So for him to go Jirachi really tells me something. I don't know if he's running attack investment on both of these. Maybe this is like a setup, like Rock Polish Baton Pass kind of thing. But I don't know if I want to stay on Jirachi and give away my set right now. I might just hard switch into Ferrothorn, but then that might be inviting in the Magnezone. So here, I'm going to actually double out the Ferrothorn here, as he goes for U-turn, and he's going to U-turn into the zone. Okay, that's fine. There's a Magnezone. That's unfortunate for me. So that tells me that this Rachi might be Scarfed and not Stealth Rock like I was thinking since he let it. Which I probably should have seen coming, considering I'm doing the same thing with Mew, pretty much. I need my rock. Do I need my rocks up that badly? I might as well just go for Stealth Rock. Yeah, he's gonna just knock me out. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna go into my Fetus here, and I'm just gonna go for the Earth Power. If he chooses to stay in, that's fine. Expecting me to maybe Stealth Rock. He might switch into something else though. But I have the Earth Power, it's going to hit the Jirachi super effectively, it's also going to kill the Magnezone. So Magnezone goes down, so we trade Ferrothorn for Magnezone. I'm not too thrilled about that, but yeah, this thing is absolutely scarfed. I don't want to stay in on a U-turn, that's going to hurt me quite a bit. I'm actually going to... He has 2 ground types on his team, I don't want to switch into Zapdos yet. I'm going to go right out into my Volcanion here. Of course, the U-turn, it does nothing to me. I am Scarfed, you might not be seeing that coming and go out into either Gliscor or his Landorus, expecting them to outspeed. That might be what he does here. He actually goes out into his Latias. I don't want to take on this Latias, to be honest with you guys. Steam powered wants nothing to do with it. I think I'll go Zapdos, just because I know I can take the hit better than anything else since I'm fully specially defensive. It's probably gonna go for, actually goes for Psyshock, so it's a good play there. I was thinking he might go for Draco, but this Psyshock is actually gonna knock me out if he hits it again, which is pretty unfortunate. I don't really want to take it. And I need Fetus because he has my Ice Beam for the other two Mons here, so we might end up just going down here right off the bat, which is fine because this is my least useful member of the team. I'm actually just going for a Toxic here in case he gets a low roll. Yeah, that's fine. So he shows he's Life Orb. I don't know if this thing's timid. I don't know if it's timid. I do outspeed with steam powered here, regardless, because he's not scarfed. I'm just gonna go for the fake out and get some damage. He's actually gonna switch out into the Gliscor. Just gonna activate his Toxic Orb here. Yep. And I feel like I can return here. I don't think that's gonna do a lot of damage. See, obviously, because this is usually physically defensive, and it looks to be that way still. What can he do to me? What would he do? I don't want to break my multi-scale yet in my Dragonite, so that's a problem. I'm actually just going to go out into Fetus here. He might have knockoff. Oh, well, I guess when you cancel it, he's actually going to double out into his Jirachi. Okay. You know, canceling it, that's fine. It just doesn't do that. U-turn again. Probably going to go right back out into his Latios here, which is at 81%. I don't feel like opening a calc. I'm lazy, guys. Do I want to take a Psyshock? I really don't. I'm gonna go... This is just so good for late. I have this for both of these. Mew is less useful. I don't know why I was trying to save Mew earlier, because he goes for Draco there. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. He is weakening himself, though, so that's fine. I'm just going to go for Ice Beam here in case he misses a Draco. Or in case he goes for Psyshock, it actually might not kill. Yeah, so he goes for Draco again. He's getting really, really, really weak. I can go out into Dragon Tails here. And since I have the weakness policy, if he decides to Draco, that's absolutely fine. But I can also go for a Dragon Dance. I can also go for a Dragon Dance. I'm going to set up on him. I'm going to get some speed here. He's going to go out into Landorus to get the Intimidate. I'm going to D-Dance so I get back to neutral. That's a problem. I think about running max speed if I was Dragon Dance, but what can he do here? I think I'm going to D-Dance again. He could have Knockoff. I don't know what he would be, though. I'm going to D-Dance again, so I'm going to go +2 speed. He's going for Stone Edge. That activates my weakness policy. Boy. I have to click Outrage if I'm going to do anything. Yeah, that's a dead Landorus. Okay. So, he shows Rocky Helmet. Okay, so he's not running dual Scarfers. Jirachi's got to come in here. Yeah. I have no choice but to go for Outrage here. We're whittling down the Latios with his Life Orb to the point where Volcanion can actually take it out, or Lopunny can on a switch or some sort. I do outspeed with both of these Pokemon, so actually Return might be able to knock out the Latios from this range. He goes for the Iron Head, he does outspeed, and he gets the flinch. Yeah. Can't really do much about that. I think I just E-Speed. Since he showed he does outspeed us, just so I can get some damage on this thing. And we get a lot of damage on it. He goes for the Iron Head, that does knock us out. That first flinch was kind of unfortunate, but what are you going to do? He is Scarfed as well, so he does outspeed me at this point. This is his fastest Mon. He's Scarfed into... Oh boy. He is Scarfed into Iron Head. He's going to outspeed me no matter what I go with. I guess I just have to look at what's my least useful member of my team at this point. That U-turn into the Magnezone on the Ferrothorn really helped him out there. I'm going to go for the Fake Out, just so I can get some residual damage on this thing. I have the Scarf to outspeed everything else. He's actually going to go out into Gliscor here. I get the crit on the Fake Out, which is fine. Obviously, it's fine for me. I'm just actually going to go for a return. I can't risk going into Volcanion here because of that risk. He gets a crit in return. I don't know if it would have mattered, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go for another return here. Yeah, so now I have to go into this, and I have to hope and pray. I'm not going to win this match, guys. I'm just going to go for, because this is Glalie. I think Fire Blast is the proper play. I hurt more things with Fire Blast. That goes down. The Glalie should go down. The Jirachi should go down. Latios won't, because he resists. It actually goes out into Glalie here. I 1,000,000% outspeed. I don't know what he's going to go for. Maybe Ice Shard, just to get some damage. Or maybe just Explosion. He might have been going for Explosion, thinking he outsped after Mega Evolution or something. But I am Scarfed, so I'm going to outspeed everything on his team except for that Jirachi. Which, here it is. So I'm going to go for Fire Blast. He's going to probably try and flinch me down. Actually goes for Zen Headbutt. And he does not flinch me, so, you know, we'll pick up a few kills in a row there, but we're not going to be able to kill this Latios. He can just go for a Draco and kill me. He might even be able to kill me with Psyshock at this point. And Fire Blast, unless it crits, I don't think is going to, no. He actually goes for a Roost, so he's just here to kind of be a dick, because he could have easily killed me. There it is. So, I don't know what the point in roosting was, to be completely honest. He didn't need to. But you can see we were actually at 1400 exactly. We dropped down because of that. Yeah, so we saw the Zapdos really couldn't do anything in that battle. I'm gonna hop in another one here and maybe make some changes after that. So we see the Charizard. Judging by his team, huh? Usually we see Zard Drill. There's also a T-Tar. Unless something has Sandstorm like the Mew. I don't know if that's... Actually, I think that's going to be Zard Y regardless. Mew might be like a utility thing with Sandstorm just for some trickery. I don't think I lead Mew in this situation. I think my proper lead here... What would he lead? My proper lead might be Zapdos just to scout. I'm going to lead Ferrothorn, as he leads with this. So he has the fighting type move, obviously. Which is unfortunate. I'm going to protect. I mean, might as well scout. Goes for taunt. Gyro Ball? That's probably going to be a mistake. He might go for close combat this turn. He actually taunts now. He has a Sash. Okay. So what are you gonna do? That's really interesting. Why would you bother? Like, this thing's like a wall breaker. Why would you do that? So we know he's defensive, kind of, I guess. He's gonna go right out into his Charizard here as I just go out into Fetus. I think this is Zard Y. If I'm mistaken, then I'm mistaken, but I'm just gonna go for the T-Bolt here. He actually is going to switch again into his own Mew, as we don't see leftovers. I'm going to T-Bolt again. He's a Sucker Punch. Okay, so this thing's physical, I suppose. So he's at less than half. I'm actually going to go on with Ferrothorn here, since we see that he is physical. He's going to go for another Sucker Punch. I'm just going for Leech Seed here. He has Fire Blast, so he's mixed Mew. Interesting. Very interesting. He might not expect the Choice Scarf, but the way I sent it in here, he probably will. I'm just going to go for the Steam Eruption here. It's gonna hurt pretty much everything. Is he just sacks this? Yeah, that's fine. It's a good play. But I am Scarf, so I will outspeed the Mew. That might be Scarf. That might be Scarf Drill. We'll know he's Scarf if he switches out here. I think I'm just going to go for a Toxic expecting the switch. He is Scarf. And he goes into this thing. So this thing's Toxic now. What would you be doing? You're probably... He just goes for knockoff. Gets rid of my leftovers. He'd probably be Prankster, right? Fake Out's a good play. Fake Out puts Toxic. Will probably be enough to knock this thing out. I don't really care if I get paralyzed because I have Facade. Although the speed would be nice against the Charizard. I'm gonna Fake Out here. It should knock it out. Plus, yeah, yep. So down goes the Thundurus. We lose our Ferrothorn early on again, which is not the best. This thing is 1,000,000% Scarfed. Absolutely, positively Scarfed. We've seen Earthquake. I'm gonna go back out into Zapdos. He's gonna use Rock Slide this time. That's fine. We actually live. But I'm not gonna live the next one. And since he is Scarfed, I'm just gonna sack this thing off. I'm just gonna click Toxic here. I'm just gonna click Roost, actually. Yeah. So, Rock Slide takes us out. That's fine. He is Scarfed. He's Scarfed into Rock Slide. I don't think a Rock Slide should be able to take me out. So I'm gonna go for a high jump kick here. I resist the Rock Slide thanks to my fighting typing. So I don't think it should take me out. If he hits and flinches, that's just too bad. But I feel like he's gonna switch probably into his Mew. He switches into the Mew. And we almost take it out. So this thing could Sucker Punch me, but I'm not really too worried about it because it didn't do too much to my Mew. And that was super effective. Although Mew is obviously a lot bulkier than Lopunny. Not a whole lot, I guess. I'm looking for the defensive side, this Mew here. 236, 224. Has a lot more HP, though. It was also super effective. So I can live. I'm just going to click Return here. Vacuum Wave. Interesting. So this Mew, Sucker Punch, Fire Blast, Vacuum Wave. I don't know the other move. It's basically just here to cause some shenanigans with priority, I suppose. Very interesting set. But it goes down. And we see the Drill again. Now here come the mind games. Is he going to go for Rock Slide? Because if he does, then Dragon Tails is not the play. If he goes for Earthquake, I need to switch out into Dragon Tails. That's the thing. Well, I'm going to click High Jump Kick. If I go down, I go down. If he goes for Rock Slide, I think I don't know if I'll be able to live or not. But at least we'll know he's in Rock Slide, right? If he goes for EQ, I can just go freely into Dragon Tails and Dragon Dance. So I'm going to click High Jump Kick. He Iron Heads and takes me out. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. We're going out into Dot Steam powered here. We're gonna click Steam Eruption. We're gonna hit something incredibly hard. I'm not gonna die to. Yeah, he has to go out into this. This thing's dead. Iron Head wouldn't have done anything. He's gonna go out into this thing here and knock off. Doesn't matter. Get out of here. Now he. I think he has to click. I'm gonna go into Mew just to read what he's gonna do. I think he has to click. Yeah, he has to click Rock Slide because he's scarfed into it. I'm just click Flamethrower here in case Rock Slide doesn't. Okay. But he's scarfed into Rock Slide. I don't know if Rock Slide takes me out because Volcanion has a lot of natural bulk and it's not stab. So I'm gonna click Steam Eruption again. Or do I click Earth Power? I click Steam Eruption. He actually misses the Rock Slide, but honestly, I had this game in the bag because I had the Dragonite with Weakness Policy in the back anyway. And Rock Slide would have broke multi-scale. I would have obviously lived it because of the multi-scale, and I would have been able to kill with Earthquake. So we had the game in the bag, regardless of what happened. So we pick up the 2-0 there. So you can see when the team works, it works very well, but you know, Zapdos, I'm still questioning Zapdos. I like the weakness policy on Dragonite, though, just because the multi-scale makes it so much better. We see the Landorus. I'm gonna lead Fetus expecting the Landorus. That's the play every time I see that. Every time I see that. Even though it looks like... I don't know. Either the Jirachi or the Landorus are going to be defensive. I think it... That's interesting. I don't know. Okay, we have the Thunderbolt for the Charizard, unless it's Charizard X. We have the Thunderbolt for the Starmie. He actually leads Landorus there. Okay. And I was say we have the Flamethrower and Earth Power for the Jirachi there as well. So I'm going to click Ice Beam here, expecting hopefully Rocks, even though he has the T-Tar for Rocks. I feel like he would have led T-Tar if he had Rocks. Yeah, that thing's dead. That was not Scarfed at all, so that's good for us. Down goes the Landorus. That means Rocks might not be for the rest of the game, even though he has 4 potential Rock Setters. He actually goes out into T-Tar here. I have the Earth Power, but I don't think it's going to do much, especially since we're in the sand and it's not Stab or anything, so I need to switch out. I'm going to go out into my Ferrothorn. He's actually going to... Okay, good play. He might be Scarfed or Banded, potentially. I don't know if non-Banded Pursuit would take out a Mew, just because it's that bulky. I'm actually going to go for Leech Seed here. It's probably going to go to Charizard. There's a Zard. Yep. Now here's the thing. If this Charizard is Charizard X, and I Protect here, he could go for a Dragon Dance. And he might be expecting a Protect after a Leech Seed. I think my play is to go out into Steam Powered, because I quad resist the Fire type move. I'm gonna go out into Steam Powered here. It actually makes a double out into Clefable. Interesting. He has nothing to hit me with, so he's probably gonna switch again, or he's gonna try and Calm Mind up or something. So I'm just gonna go back out the Ferrothorn here. Is he T-Wave? So I'm glad I switched back out to Ferrothorn because I did not want to take a T-Wave. I'm actually gonna click Stealth Rock here, just to punish that Zard next time it wants to come in. And proper play is back out into Steam Powered. As he is Zard Y. Okay, so that's confirmed. He goes for the Focus Blast. That does a ton of damage, man. Does Steam Eruption kill this thing in the sun? Let's hope so. Let's hope so. I know it has a good amount of special bulk. Zard Y. It might not kill in the sun. He landed a Focus Blast too. Alright. That's fair. He might end up switching here into like Starmie, which might be a good play to get rid of those rocks. He takes the Steam Eruption. It does not go down. He actually goes for Solar Beam here, which is a 100% accurate move instead of going for Focus Blast again. So I respect that. But I'm going to go out into my Lopunny here, which will be able to take this thing out with a Fake Out if he chooses to stay in. If not, then something's going to take a high Jump Kick or a Return. He does switch out into the Starmie. Starmie takes the Fake Out relatively well. My guess is that's physically defensive Starmie. He's probably going to go for a spin here, so I'm going to punish him by going out to Ferrothorn, because I have the Iron Barbs and the Rocky Helmet. Yep. So he got rid of the rocks, that's fine. He probably is not going to want to stay out against me. I'm just going to go for... Do I go for the rocks again? Keep up the pressure. He can't burn me with Scald because I'm already paralyzed, so that works out pretty well. I think I'll go for rocks again. He's not going to stay in. As he goes out into Charizard. So I gotta keep these things going. He's not in the sun anymore. Do I protect? I protect. I'm gonna Scout. He goes for Fire Blast. Okay. I'm gonna go out into Zapdos. As he roosts. I don't think he's gonna want to attack me. I'm gonna go for Toxic, expecting the T-Tar. which does come out. There's the T-Tar. There's a Toxic as well. So I don't know if this thing is scarfed or if it's banded. I'm guessing it's one of the two. I'm guessing it's one of the two. Do I click Volt Switch here, or do I just Hearts? I might as well Volt Switch. I'm going to Volt Switch. He's not scarfed. He's not scarfed. So he might be banded. He's going for Stone Edge. I resist that all day. I'm going to go for Leech Seed here, because he's going to want to switch. He goes out into Zard. I hit the Leech Seed. I Protect, and this Charizard's dead. So Protect is my play. I'm paralyzed, and he roosts. Oh my goodness. He's probably going to roost again, I'd imagine. This is the thing. Does he roost again? I'm going to go back out into Zapdos here. He goes for Fire Blast. That does so much damage. Can you miss a Fire Blast? Can you miss a Fire Blast, please? Just please miss a Fire Blast. This is a problem here. Is he going to go for a Fire Blast again? He might. I'm actually going to Roost. He hits every Fire Blast, because that's just how it is, I guess. I'm going out into this thing again. I'm going to go for a Fake Out. I actually naturally outspeed. I'm going to go for the return here. I naturally outspeed. I don't need to go for Fake Out. He's going to make a switch into T-Tar, which is fine. I should be able to knock it out with 2 of these. Or just 1, because of the crit. Toxic damage takes down the T-Tar. And he goes out into Jirachi. Goes out into Rachi. We haven't seen anything from this yet. I'm just going to hard switch into my Ferrothorn here. We don't have to worry about the sand anymore. He goes for Heart Stamp. So we're going to punish this thing. I go for Leech Seed here. That's my play. I have to keep up the pressure with Leech Seed. I have to make him switch around on these rocks. He goes into Clefable, which shows that it does not care about Leech Seed. So I'm just going to click Gyro Ball here. He's going to Calm Mind. Gyro Ball pretty much takes this thing out. Okay. So see, he sees our whole moveset then. He knows that Starmie's okay to come in. This thing dies with Fake Out. So I'm going to play a little aggressively here. Moonblast is absolutely nothing. Okay, so I'm going to go for... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Jeez, man, that sucked. There's the Starmie, too. He can't spin, but he might go for Scald. I go for Leech Seed. He's going to spin. He's actually going to kill his Starmie. Starmie goes down. I'm going to sack my Ferrothorn here. Rachi's at 66%, Zard's at 36%, so I think my Low Pony plus Dragonite should pick up this victory here. I'm just going to go for Leech Seed again. He's going to go for Focus Blast and he's going to hit it. That's fine. Sack my Pharaoh, I don't need it anymore. It put in the work against his team. I just click Fake Out. No, I click Return. Why bother with Fake Out? Nothing outspeeds. There's Return. Zard goes down. Here's the Rachi again. This thing might actually be Scarfed. This thing might actually be Scarfed. I'm going to click High Jump Kick. It's neutral. It should do a lot of damage, unless he's bulky with Protect for some reason. He's got the Heart Stamp, though. I don't know. The way he kind of kept it in the back leads me to believe it's probably Scarfed. If I hit this High Jump Kick, though, we're looking in great shape. High Jump Kick plus Extreme Speed from Dragonite might be able to take this thing out. I don't know anything about this Jirachi other than it has Heart Stamp. There's the Iron Head. Don't flinch me. Ah! This thing is Scarfed. It's gonna kill me with another Iron Head here. That's too bad. I hate Jirachi. I actually live, but I flinch. I hate Jirachi so much. Oh my god, really? Come on, man. That's annoying. I have the EQ on Dragonite. He's Scarfed into Iron Head. So thanks to my multi-scale, I should be able to take this first one without a problem. And I'm fully bulky. Yeah, you see how little that first one does? And I hit it, so that's going to be it. So, good game there. He actually just leaves before I can say good game, so... Yeah, Dragonite in the back was good for me. I was thinking about maybe Scarfing Dragonite as well, but I already have the Scarf Volcanion, so I don't know how I feel about that. I like being able to switch up my moves with that as well, so I can go and do Extreme Speed when I need to. But this is going to be our last battle here, guys. Ooh, okay. We see he has 2 ice weaknesses. He has the Ferrothorn, which is 4 times weak to fire. He has the Talonflame, which is weak to electric, and the Keldeo, which is weak to electric. I'm going with Fetus. It hits everything on his team super effectively because the Diancie is also weak to Earth Power. So I'm leading Fetus. He's either going to lead with the Hippowdon or the Ferrothorn. That would make sense, right? I'd probably scare the Keldeo out if he led with Keldeo, so he'd switch into something else. Maybe the Latias. That's fine, I have Ice Beam for it. And I have Expert Belt, so it's going to take extra damage from that as well. I think we should be okay this match. That Talonflame, depending on its set, might be a little tricky, though. I don't like that Diancie, but I have Ferrothorn's Gyro Ball to take care of that. That just completely OHKOs it. Like, I don't have to worry about it. And there's the Diancie. He's going to stay in Mega Evolve, because he's probably thinking I have Rock, so I'm just going for the Earth Power here. He stays in Mega Evolves. He goes for Protect. So I reveal the Earth Power. He's going to want to switch probably into the Talonflame or the Latias. This is actually a big prediction here. I'm going to go with the Ice Beam, expecting the Latias. He goes Talonflame. Okay. There's a 50-50. Not really much you can do about that. I'm actually going to go for the Thunderbolt here. He shows he's Bulky Flame. Okay. Thanks to Leftovers, he's probably Bulk Up, Roost, Will-O-Wisp, Brave Bird. That thing's so bulky, man. That thing's so bulky. Another T-Bolt should take it out here. I'm going to play a little aggressively with Mew, because I have a lot of Pokemon to deal with the rest of his stuff in the back. So if I weaken a lot of his Mons, then I think I should be okay. He's probably going to switch into Hippowdon here, expecting the Thunderbolt, but I didn't want to risk this thing setting up on me. There's the Roost there, yep. So he loses his... Okay. So he's probably just going to keep roosting on me. What can I do here? Can I do anything here? So he's showing Will-O-Wisp and Roost. He can't Willow my... I don't want him to Brave Bird me either, though. That's the problem. I can Earth Power expecting another Roost. He actually just Brave Birds. Okay, so that was the wrong play. I'm just getting played here by this Talonflame, guys. Like, no kidding. Brave Bird does knock me out from this range. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn here and just punish this thing a little bit. And then I'm going to switch from Ferrothorn into Volcanion. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to double into Ferrothorn here. Or I'm going to switch into Ferrothorn and then double Volcanion. That's the play, unless he switches here for some reason, which he doesn't. He's going to Brave Bird. Only does 19%. This thing's going to take recoil damage plus Rocky Helmet Iron Barbs. So this thing's really hurt. I'm actually going to switch right now into my Volcanion in case this thing has Flare Blitz or something or goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I don't have to worry about it because I quad resist the Flare Blitz. And he's not going to go for Brave Bird here. He absolutely will not go for Brave Bird here. Because he probably wants to keep this around for later on. He actually stays in and... Okay, his final move is Taunt. So he doesn't have Bulk Up. Brave Bird's going to hurt, man. I'm going to go back out into Ferrothorn here. As he doubles out into his Latias. I'm going to go for Leech Seed. I'm not taunted, so I'm free to do that. Psy Shock's not going to do Hidden Power Fire. This offensive Latias. Life Orb, okay. Offensive Latias. The Life Orb might be timid. Latias does pose a problem. I could come back in an Ice Beam. But I don't know if I want to lose Mew this early either, because I don't really have anything to do with that Ferrothorn later on. Oh yeah, I have my Volcanion. I could Toxic this thing, which I think is the best play. I'm gonna click Toxic. He might go out into his Ferrothorn here, but that's fine. He might actually go out into his Diancie. I kept forgetting that has Magic Guard. I'm gonna Volt Switch. He actually goes for the Draco, which does exactly half. I should have went for Toxic, but it's hard to predict that kind of stuff because of the Magic Bounce on the Diancie there. I can just absolutely freely go into Dragonite and just Dragon Dance. Draco's not going to do anything because it's halved, plus I have multi-scale. That'll activate my weakness policy. He's going to go out into his Ferrothorn. I'd go for the D-Dance here. EQ might be able to take care of this after another... it's not going to be able to take care of it. It's going to do a good amount of damage, though, after another D-Dance. So, Leech Seed, possibly. Yep. I'm going to go for EQ here. You see that does half. He goes for Gyro Ball, which does a good amount of damage. Oh, the rolls. Okay. I have to switch again. That sucks. I'm actually going to stay in an EQ again. I want this thing really low. So I waste my Dragonite there, which is unfortunate. I'm playing like crap this game. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I wonder if Steam Eruption takes us out from this. It might. Very well could. I'm gonna go for Steam Eruption. It might be able to take out the Ferrothorn from this range, just because it's so powerful. If not, maybe we can snag a Burn and take it out with a Burn. He might also switch out here, but I don't know what. Maybe the Keldeo. Talonflame goes down. Hippowdon probably goes down. Diancie goes down. Latias is already at about half. He doesn't go down, and no burn, so that's absolutely fantastic for me. Jesus, man. Latias is at 70, so he knows we're Steam Eruption here. He doesn't know we're Scarfed yet, though, so we take it out with the Steam Eruption. He doesn't know we're Scarfed. He can go out into Talonflame and just Brave Bird here, which is a problem. He actually goes out into Latias. I do outspeed. However, Steam Eruption is not going to kill this thing. And I want this later on. So I'm going to go out into Fetus here. As he goes for Draco and knocks me out. He's taking Life Orb damage though, so that's fine. I'm actually going to go into my Playboy here and I'm just going to Fake Out. Get a free Mega Evolution up. We haven't seen the Keldeo yet. Keldeo might be a Calm Mind Sweeper or might be Scarfed. There's the Hippo. So it's not Rocky Helmet Hippo, it's actually Leftovers. Which is kind of good to know. I really want to switch here. I have to go into Los Zapatos. As he goes for Stone Edge, predicting it. And he gets a crit. Crit didn't matter, obviously. I have to go into Steam Powered here and click Steam Eruption. I absolutely have to. Like I said earlier, it gets rid of this thing, it gets rid of the Diancie. I don't know why you'd switch into Diancie or Talonflame, but they would go down to Steam Eruption. With Latias at what, 60%? Yeah, it's not going to be able to take 2. I don't know what his Keldeo is. I'm guessing it's probably Scarf Keldeo, which could be a problem for me later on as well, if we make it that far. He actually sacks his Talonflame, which is fantastic, because that thing could have just obliterated my life with Brave Bird. Now here's the thing. I don't want to do that. I have to stay in. It would make no sense for me to switch and just waste my low punny. I have to stay in and hit click Steam Eruption. Look at this 24%. I can never get a burn with Steam Eruption, guys. I can never get a burn with Steam Eruption. It is the most annoying thing. If I switched into... I needed my Volcanion to sweep the rest of his team, but if I switched into low punny here and he connected on the Draco, I'd just be in the same position I'm in then, except for I wouldn't have low punny in the back, so... it really would have made no sense to switch out there. I'm just going to click Return here. He might sack off, or he might go into Hippowdon. He actually just sacks his Latias. He's probably going to go Hippowdon here. Just get the sand back up. Yep. And, yeah, that's probably going to be it. I think I'm 2-8 KO'd by Earthquake. and I highly, highly doubt that I 2-hit KO him, 2-hit KO him with Return. No, not even close. Yeah, so with the sand, he 2-hit KOs me with Earthquake, so that's really all I can do. High jump kick was a little bit more. Yeah, so I played horribly that game, guys, but I definitely need to switch some things around on this team. Maybe next time we're going to use the same team and just a little bit of switching around. Maybe not Zapdos, something else. Possibly Latias instead as our special wall, just because it's a better special wall. I do lose out on Volt switching capabilities, but that's fine. I have a couple things in mind for next time, so thank you guys for watching. Come next time, we're going to have a slightly changed team. We're going to keep the Volcanion. We're going to keep pretty much everything the way it is, except for maybe a couple Pokemon are going to change. If there are any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments. We're going to keep going on this OU till I get sick of OU, then we can move down to UU, then move down to RU, you know, keep the thing going. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of this video, I want this to be something that I do when I'm just kind of bored, nothing else to do. Maybe once or twice a week, upload this when I'm not uploading things on the weekend for League-related things. So, thanks again, guys, for watching. My name's Shoquafina, and I'm out.